everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's so nice to have you guys here on my channel. If you are new to this channel, welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here and I hope that you're going to stay. And if you are planning to stay after the information that you're going to get from this video, please do subscribe, comment, like, and share with your family so that they can also benefit from the knowledge that I share on my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love and your support. It's definitely appreciated. So my name is Gulani Flora Temba and I am a financial advisor who's passionate about financial wellness and educating people about finances and helping them to create a healthy relationship with their finance. Hi guys, I forgot to share this while I was recording the video, but none of the content shared on the video constitutes as financial advice. If you do require financial advice, please consult with someone who's certified and qualified to give you the financial advice. I'm also qualified, but not on this platform. So if you want financial advice, call me. We're going to be talking about the 5 money habits that helped me to build a 6-figure net worth. So now in my previous video, if you have not watched it, please go watch it. I did mention that part of my 2022 reflection was that I was able to reach my 6-figure net worth, not income goal. So I am going to share the 5 habits or the 5 tips basically that helped me to reach that goal. And I just have to point out that, you know what guys, 2022 was a very tough year for me financially, but regardless of how difficult 2022 was financially, I was still able to build myself a 6-figure net worth. Now that is something that blew my mind because I thought with what I've been through, like I'd probably be on a negative, but things are looking good and I'm here to share with you how I got where I am. So now the first habit is you need to create a payday checklist for yourself. So what is a payday checklist? So it's basically a payday to-do list where you write all of the things that you need to do on your payday, and this just helps you to be in check with your money and you know where your money goes. You can basically use that checklist to track if you've actually used your money or your income for the things that you were supposed to use it for, because it's very easy to forget that debit order. It's very easy to forget to allocate that money to your investment or your easy equities account. So something like a payday checklist helps you to keep in check the things that you need to do with your income before you can now go and blow your money. Because if you do not plan or if you do not have a payday to-do list, your money can just go anywhere and you basically won't have any control of your money. So now a payday checklist is unique to each person's financial situations. Some of us, for example, don't have black tax. There are people who do not tithe. There are people who do not have debt. So it is different for everyone. So it's important for you to create your own payday checklist that you can use as a guide for your finances. I did share my payday checklist with you guys on my Instagram. I'm going to put it somewhere here so that you can see my payday checklist and maybe you can use it to create your own payday checklist that is unique to your own financial situation. Second habit or the second tip that I have to share with you is that you need to contribute at least 15% of your income into your retirement savings. I know most of my audience are young people like myself, and you might be asking myself, is this girl insane? Because why should I be focusing on my retirement savings because I'm only 21 or 22 or 23, whatever your age is? you are never too young to start contributing towards your retirement. And in as much as it might not seem important for you to contribute towards that now, it will catch up with you later. Okay guys, there's a car making noise outside. And now the second, wow. The second habit that will help you to build a good net worth for yourself is to contribute at least 15% of your income towards your retirement savings. So I am an advocate of retirement savings. Maybe I don't think I am biased. I think I'm experienced. So experienced is the word rather than biased. But working in the retirement industry, I get to see on a daily basis how people suffer when they now have to go on retirement, because while they were still young, while they still had the time, they did not use the time to their advantage to contribute enough savings to give them a comfortable retirement. So you don't only have to start being serious about your retirement when you are like 50 years or 40 years or 45 years old. The sooner you start, the better. Because imagine guys, you are, let's say your last salary is around 40,000 rand. Imagine having to adjust from 40,000 rand to 8,000 rands. That is not a nice feeling. I've seen people having to transition from that, and obviously if you are used to touching a lot of money, now having to adjust to something as little as 8K, it's really a stretch. And it's also a stretch to your budget, because for some people, when you do go on retirement, you don't have enough savings, you didn't even pay up your house, you didn't even pay up your car, and with the income that you were receiving from your salary, you could afford all of that. But then now, because you have to let go of that and take this 8,000 rand because you are going on retirement, then it becomes a difficult transition, and you end up having to let go of some of your valuable possessions because of the financial circumstance that you're under. So for example, with me, my retirement savings contributes about 65%. It makes up about 65% of my net worth. So most of my income, or most of my net worth, or most of my income allocation, basically, it goes into my retirement savings, because I know how important that is. I'd rather earn more than what I was earning while I was still working during retirement than to earn less. And the reason is, guys, when you get old, you have a lot of medical conditions. You cannot afford to not have medical aid. You can not afford to not have enough savings to take care of yourself. What if you need to get hospitalized or whatever? And besides that, guys, I just want to be one of those go-go's who is going to be sipping a chai latte at Mug and Bean on a random Wednesday, go do my nails at Sobe, take my grandchildren. Like, I want to have the financial freedom even though I am a magogo, guys. Another thing is that it's very easy to contribute towards your retirement savings, because once you arrange for that with your employer, you don't even see the money. You don't even feel the money going, because it's not like it's paid into your bank account and you have to take it out and pay it to whatever retirement product that you would be using. You basically, guys, when you get a salary, just get yourself used to receiving that salary after deducting that 15%, and work your budget around that. So once you do that, I feel like it's very easy because you don't feel it, because to you it doesn't feel like it's part of your income, because your income is actually what you are getting in your bank account. So for me, it's a very simple saving compared to my other investments and my other savings. This is the easiest one, because once I get my salary or I get an increase or a promotion, I just get myself used to earning the money without that first 15%. And also, contributing money into retirement savings has tax benefits, so you do qualify for a tax deduction. So that is also a nice thing. Imagine you are building your future, you're benefiting on the benefits of compound interest, and you don't have to pay as much tax as you would have with a lesser pension fund contribution. So guys, my suggestion, it's not advice, would be at least try to make it 15%. If you can afford to make it more than that, by all means guys, do so. But for you to have a comfortable retirement, you need to contribute at least 15% of your income for about 40 years, which is why it's important to start as soon as possible. The third tip or habit that I have to share with you guys is that you need to set up an emergency fund. So someone can be like, but what does an emergency fund have to do with my net worth? So number one, how it affects your net worth is that when you have an emergency fund, you have something to lean on should an emergency come up. Whereas if you do not have that, you're gonna end up resorting to debt or making something in your budget to suffer, or you're gonna end up going and taking out your investments. That's the first way that it affects your net worth, because once you incur debt, it reduces your net worth. The second point is, as long as that money is sitting in whatever portfolio that you've put it into, or in whatever account that you have put it into, it makes part of your net worth. And it's not like if an emergency comes up, depending on the extent of the emergency, does not mean that you're going to use all of that money in your account. So for the fact that that money is in that account or in that portfolio, when we do calculate your net worth, we consider that money to be part of your assets, even though it's not really an investment, but it does form part of your asset. Same as the cash in your bank account, it also does form part of your assets, even though it's very liquid and it's not in an investment account or an investment portfolio. So having an emergency fund is very much beneficial to you building your net worth. So I would definitely recommend that you do set up an emergency fund for yourself. Okay, and then tip number 4 is you need to invest at least 5 to 10% of your income into an investment vehicle. So what is an investment? An investment is something that is going to accumulate. It's a vehicle that is going to accumulate growth over time. So unlike an emergency saving where we're just keeping the money should an emergency occur, with an investment you're focusing on growth. You're focusing on growing the money so that in the future you have what you contributed plus the growth that you would have accumulated from your contributions. So guys, people think investing is expensive. You can invest from as little as 1 rand or even less than 1 rand, guys. Imagine if you can do that. So I don't know why people think investing is expensive. So just to give you an example, you guys, this other time I was complaining on WhatsApp about buying probiotics that are 500 rand a month. So with those probiotics, I took 500 rand, I multiplied it by 6, and I was like, this is 6,000 rands a year. So imagine, guys, contributing from as little as 500 rands a month. That money over time, it becomes big money. To you, you might be like, but what is 500 rand a month? That money in a year, without the growth that it would have accumulated, it builds up to being 600. Wow. It builds up to 600 rand. It builds up to being 6,000 rands. So imagine how much that money could make you in the next 5 years. how much that money can make you in the next 10 years. So starting small, it doesn't mean that you're not going to accumulate the growth. I have a, for example, I have a, one of my investment portfolios is a tax-free savings account with Coronation. I cannot afford to max out the 3,000 rand per month or the 36,000 rand per annum. I can't afford to do that. But I started with as little as 300 rand. And if I can tell, I started towards the end of 2020. If I can tell you that right now, as we are speaking, I have more than 10,000 rands in that account. So when I was starting in 2020, that 300 rand didn't seem to be a lot. But right now, I wouldn't have imagined that after, is it 2.5 years? Yeah, 2.5 years or 2 years and a few months, this money could have made me 10,000 rand. So now imagine how much it would be after 5 years, including the growth that it would have generated in that 5 years, guys. Do not sleep on starting small. Even if you start with 100 rands and you gradually increase it, the fact that you have started is what matters. So you guys, start now. Start with that 100 rand, start with that 500 rand, start with that 50 rand even. It does not matter. As long as you have started, you can definitely build on it gradually. I didn't wait to contribute 3,000 rand a month to my tax-free savings account. I didn't wait to be able to afford 36,000 rand per annum to contribute into my tax-free savings account. I started with the little that I have, and that was 300 rands. I'm definitely going to review my finances, and it doesn't mean that that's the only tax-free savings account that I have. It's just that with Coronation, I decided that I just want to put 300 there and observe how it performs. So start with the little that you have, and once you can afford to max up the limits, then do so. There's nothing stopping you guys. So please start with 5%. If you cannot afford 5% of your income, start with 3%. If you cannot afford 3% of your income, start even with 1%. That percentage, that 1% might seem to be little now, but trust me, in the next 5 years, me and you will be having a different conversation. So that is another habit that helped me to build a 6-figure net worth. So can you see how this little small steps that I'm taking, this little small habits, this little small contributions that I've made within 3 years time, because I think I started investing in 2020. Within 3 years, guys, they made me over 100K, not 100K, over 100K. So think about it, 300 rand every month here and there, contributing 15% of your income to your retirement savings, doing 5 to 10% of your income into investment portfolios, having that emergency fund, having that payday checklist. In 3 years or 5 years, depending on your own financial journey, that can put you in a different, guys, I like saying this, different level, but I want to say it the way I like saying it. It can put you in a different zing. I like how Zulus say, when they say level, they say zinga. So Mina, instead of saying zinga, I say zing. So imagine how that can put you in a different zing within the next 5 or 10 years. Exactly. The fifth and the final habit or tip that I have to share with you is have more than one stream of income. Guys, y'all can see how terrible, how horrible the South African economy is. So it's evident that we cannot survive with only our salaries. Like, our salaries cannot even afford our expenses. That's how bad the economy is. It's not enough. Like, you can't earn your salary, pay all of your expenses and have space to breathe. You always feel constrained. If something breaks in the house, you are frustrated because your money cannot afford your expenses. It cannot afford to give you the bare minimum. So which is why you need more than one stream of income. Now, this additional stream of income doesn't have to pay you 1,000,000 rands a month or 1,000,000 rands a year. It can be something small, but as long as you plan how you're going to utilize that money that you're going to make from that additional stream of income, that can put you in a whole different level in your life. So let's say, for example, your money can only, let's say your money can only afford to pay your household expenses. You would love to start investing, but you can't because you cannot afford to do so. Get a side hustle. If you can do hair, guys, do hair. That additional 200 rand a week, if you take that money and let's say you, wow, my English is gone. There's a specific word I was looking for, but that's fine. Let's say you take that money and you allocate it to your investments or to your emergency savings or to your retirement fund. Imagine how much that could be in the next 5 years. If you, maybe let's say you make 200 rands a week by doing people's hair, that is about 2468. That is about 800 rand a month. If you decide, okay, I'm going to take 500 rand of that money and put it towards my investment portfolio, that was going to make you 6,000 rand at the end of the year, plus the growth. If you say, okay, I'm gonna take this 300 rand and contribute it towards my emergency savings, that is something, guys. And if an emergency comes up 3 months down the line, you know you have 900 rand to fund your emergency. Well, depending on how deep that emergency is, but let's hope that emergency, that whatever emergency that comes up, you have enough savings. But even if you don't have enough savings at that point, the fact that you have something means a lot. It's not like now you're going to start from a zero. Like having to borrow 1,000 rands, having to borrow 200 out of 1,000 rands is better than borrowing the full 1,000 rand, because the interest on 200 rands and 1,000 rand, it's definitely not the same. So you having something of your own that you can lean on, even if it means you have to go and borrow money to top up for that emergency, the fact that you have something to also contribute means a lot. So whatever it is, guys, make sure that you have more than one stream of income. I also have another stream of income. It's not making me millions, it's not making me a lot of thousands. It's basically small money. I probably use it to like pour fuel, or like when my mom wants money, I send it to her. I don't have to dip into my pockets or my savings, and I don't have to borrow money, like just for those small things. But the fact that I have something that can pay for those things, and I can use my money to contribute towards my investment portfolios, to contribute toward my retirement savings, toward my emergency savings, that is something, guys. I'm not yet a millionaire. I'm definitely not making millions or even a lot of thousands from my side hustles, but it is something. Like I'm saying, start small. You don't have to start by making a million. You don't even need a million to become a millionaire, guys. You can become a millionaire earning 10,000 rand a month. It depends on you how you use that money. That's why you need to be smart with your money. So that is the fifth and last point, but I do have another golden point which we can refer to as a sixth point, but I want to refer to it as a golden point, and that is tithing. So for those of you who are not Christians, this definitely does not apply to you, and if you would like to skip this part of the video, you're definitely more than welcome to do so. But for those of us, or for those of you guys who are watching who are Christians, tithing is a game changer. For me, it has done a lot in my life. It has definitely made a huge difference in my life. And growing up, guys, I've been taught that if you do give in church, or even if you do give by like helping people, let's say maybe on Takealot, when you do buy, there's that option where you can donate 5 rands. When you buy equity on Easy Equities, there's where you can donate some money to a charity. Those things, giving to the church, giving to the poor, donating things, guys, I believe that they have returns. Yes, those returns cannot be measured, but they come with blessings, even though the blessing might not be a financial blessing. But I believe that when you give, you receive, guys, multiple in return. When I reflect on my life, guys, I just see God's grace. And because I taught myself a habit of tithing even when I was in varsity, guys, even when I was in high school, guys, I used to tithe. So now I'm seeing the benefits of my works because God has definitely blessed me. I believe my promotion is a result of my tithing and my faithfulness and my giving. Whatever it is that I'm giving, it's either by tithing or by donating or what, I am planting a seed that will grow into something beautiful. So it's also part of investing. Yes, it's not measurable. Yes, it's spiritual. But guys, I am telling you, the blessings that come with that are massive. So even if you are not Christian and you don't tithe, but at least give to the poor, donate, those things have spiritual returns. Like I'm saying, like the universe just makes things happen for you, and you're asking yourself, why does it feel like I'm so lucky? You're not lucky. You've been planting these seeds, and whatever that you are getting is the returns of the seeds that you have been planting. So that is my golden tip. It's definitely something that I breathe by. It's my water, it's my oxygen, it's my sun, it's my air. So I hope this tip really helps you guys. Like, I don't make a mistake when it comes to my tithing. I don't make a mistake when it comes to giving to other people. So maybe that is a habit that you can also implement. But having said that, guys, this puts us at the end of the video. I actually never thought I would make it to the end of this video. I've had a very rough weekend, but because I love you guys, I had to make sure that this video comes out. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I would really love to hear more habits or tips from you guys in the comment section below. I can definitely benefit from the tips that you're going to share in the comment section, as well as the other people who are watching this video. They can also benefit a lot from the tip that you're going to share in the comment section. So guys, please do comment. And to those people who come to my WhatsApp and they say, yeah, we love your video, guys, please comment on the video that you love the video. Please, I do appreciate your words, I do appreciate your love, but I would really appreciate it even more if you comment on the video, because that helps me with my engagement and it helps to reach more people, meaning that it helps me to grow this community. So guys, please please comment. Don't comment on my WhatsApp, comment on this video. It really helps me a lot. But anyway, guys, having said that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it beneficial. Please share it with anyone whom you think might benefit from this video. So I will see you guys next week. Have a lovely one. Mwah.